Welcome back, my earth signs. We're looking at Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. This is your reading for July 2025, and I am Urban Forest. Let's take a quick look. We're going to start your reading by the energy from the universe. We're going to use the Moonology card. All right. The first card. Void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. It's kind of vague, right? Let's see what happens during our reading, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. We're going to start out with the house of interpersonal relationships. Please remember, this is a general reading, so it could be for your lovers, current lovers, it could be your intended lovers, it could be family members, anything that has to do with interpersonal relationships. All right, we have the King of Pentacles. All right, the King of Pentacles tends to be a mature kind of person who is really smart, really knows how to deal with finances, resources, things like that. How does this relate to your interpersonal relationships? A couple of things. One, it could either be if you're waiting for a new lover into your life, the lover could possibly be an older person, somebody who has a background in finances or businesses. It also can be a person who's got their head on straight, okay? A mature person. Doesn't have to be in age, right? Because we know there's some younger people out there who are very mature. We call them old souls. So that could be the situation, that somebody out there for you or currently is with you who's more mature, who's really stable, who really is a person who kind of wants to settle down and begin to make a home. Okay, this is also a person that is very caring. Okay, they're very down to earth. They're the kind of person that will sit with you, hang out with you. They're not looking to go clubbing at night, maybe once in a blue moon, but in general, they're more of a homebody. Okay, this can also be a reflection of you, that maybe you feel like for July, you feel like more of a homebody, that you really don't want to run around and party and this and that. You might just need a break and stay home and chill with Netflix and ice cream, okay? It's a good way to start our reading for July. Let's take a look at your resources. Spirit, what does our earth sign has for resources? It's interesting because this is confirmation, because we are doing an earth sign reading, and this is the master of all earth signs. Okay, we have two jumpers, so let's read those together. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups in reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Five of Cups is usually about grief. I don't want to say resentment. That's not the word. Grief, or sometimes the words just don't come. Come on, Spirit, give me the words. Okay. Crying over spilled milk, maybe. Let's talk like that. You know, things have happened, and remorse. You have remorse, grief, bereavement, sadness. This is a card where if you see, hopefully you could see, these have spilled, but what's happening is you're not paying attention behind you. There's actually some cups still behind, there for you, okay? It's just a very emotional card. There's a lot of water behind it, okay? But there's a bridge that with time you can cross over and move forward in your bereavement and your grief, but it's in reverse. Okay, so I'm reading this like you're still not ready to move forward in this. And then we're looking at the Seven of Wands, which is you're feeling like you're being attacked. Like what Wands is your ideas, your creativity. So maybe you're feeling, and you're at work and school, maybe you're feeling like people aren't taking you serious, people aren't respecting your ideology, your thought, your ambition, your creativity. And people are always kind of debating you or resisting or fighting or just don't want to work with you on things. So because we have these two cards together, it could also be self-reflective that you are mentally struggling with your own. Like things really aren't working at school, work, or whatever, and you're finding it hard to break out of that mental anguish, that you are basically beating yourself up over it. It also can feel that because you're constantly being attacked over your ideas, that you're just falling into a state of sadness, a state of depression. Okay? Like, why aren't people supporting me? Why aren't people getting on board? I'm just trying to get better. I'm just trying to succeed. Okay? I'm just trying to move up. Because you see, he is the king of the hill. You are the king of the hill. I'm trying to do better. Why are people dragging me down? Okay? Why are people dragging me down? So the thing to remember with that is that this is temporary and you are going to become out a winner, right? To remember that there's that extra cup there of hope. So this is, even though you're feeling somewhat disparaging about what's going on, you are going to get to that point where you can say, fuck these motherfuckers, and you're just going to end up doing what you need to do, and you're going to do some kick-ass stuff, and you are going to move ahead, okay? Because you are an earth sign, and earth signs are very, very strong individuals, very stable. You got this. You got that. Let's look at, excuse me, allergy season 2. Let's look at your challenges. All right. The challenge that you have is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page is all about a new start, fresh beginning, right? We've gone already through 1 through 10, and now it's about starting over. I always think of the pages have freshmen in college, right? You go through your elementary, junior high, high school, you graduate, and then you go to college, and it's like you're starting all over again, right, from the beginning. So that's how I see pages. The reverse, the challenge that you're going to have with the page in reverse of Pentacles is that you're going to really struggle to see the positivity that's out there for you. You're going to struggle to see the resources that are available to you to move ahead and to get through this month and get through especially these challenges. You're going to struggle with that. So it's almost like when you see him right side up, it's almost like he's looking into a crystal ball, right? He's studying it. He's taking a look at it. It's like he's glazing. And it's kind of like you're looking at a crystal ball. So in reverse, it's kind of like you're having a hard time seeing it. People might be trying to tell you, hey, this, and that. And you're just having a hard time getting it through your thick head because you are an earth sign and it's very hard for you to see it. And once again, this is Pentacles, another earth sign. Let's see your strength. Yeah. Sometimes we become our own worst enemies, We create more challenges for ourselves than what others do for us. Your strength. Okay. All right. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. Wow, man, for an earth sign, we're getting a lot of Pentacles today. 5 of Pentacles. So this is a card of despair, being left out of things, or not being welcomed into things, of going through some hardship, pretty bad hardship, because it's a 5 of Pentacles. You're really, really struggling in so many areas. Now, you might be saying, okay, Urban Forest, how is that a strength? How is that a strength? It's a strength because by going through these adversities, okay, What's that famous line? What don't kill you makes you stronger. Okay? By feeling like, hey, I'm being left out. Hey, people aren't there for me. It's gonna motivate you to basically, pick yourself up and do things for yourself. You're gonna get to that point where you're gonna stop waiting for others and you're saying, you know what, fuck everybody else. I'm gonna do me. This is I'm a do me card in strength, okay? If this card is in the strength, this is I'm a do me. Yep, that's how you could see that. Um, and sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to hit rock bottom, okay? This could be a rock bottom card that's gonna motivate you to start handling your business, okay? It's a pretty good strength card, believe it or not. Some people might be saying 5 of Pentacles. Man, that's usually a shitty card, but it's in a strength position. So that's a hit rock bottom card. That's going to get you to do what you got to do for you. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Let's get a message from Spirit. Okay, Spirit, can you give us a message for the month of July for our earth signs? Yes, our stubborn, hard-headed earth signs who we love so much, because at the end of the day, they will always be there for us. Okay. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right? So communication is key. All right. So it seems that basically you're going to go through a couple of little challenges, right? We talked about how it works, school, and your resources. Okay, you're going to be kind of like attacked or feeling attacked. You're going to have to start defending yourself or feeling like you have to defend yourself. That it could be kind of depressing, like why is everybody, why me, why is everybody always picking on me kind of deal. And you're having a hard time seeing what's really going on, right? And you're going to have to hit rock bottom, but it's only going to get better. And the whole point about all that is communication. Okay? Remember we started out with the King of Pentacles? Maybe this is all about somebody in your life or somebody coming into your life who's kind of mature, who's very stable, and maybe this is somebody who's going to become, maybe it could be a therapist for all you know, right? However, this person, this possible mentor, this possible person who's going to listen to you, they're the ones who are going to help you get through all of this, okay? And which is a blessing, because so many of us are looking for somebody trustworthy, somebody stable in our lives who we can confide in. So Spirit is saying communication is key. It is totally okay to talk to this person and seek out their wisdom and their help. I hope that makes sense. And back to our original card. Remember when we said this was a very vague, nothing will come of this situation? Okay? It's basically saying when we look at all this, a lot of this stuff isn't as bad as we think it is. It might feel bad. It might feel like, oh my God. But it ain't that deep, okay? And because nothing will come out of the situation, it means that it is temporary. Temporary. Once you get through it, we get into the next month, you're going to look back and say, that wasn't as bad as I thought. All those little, I call them mosquito bites. All those little mosquito bites, wasn't that bad as I thought. It might have felt a little bad at the moment, but it wasn't all bad. And I'm glad I had someone to communicate my feelings with or to process this out with, because that really helped. Okay? So that this situation wasn't going to be as bad as I thought. All right, my earth signs, thank you for listening. Once again, please like and subscribe. Come back, leave a comment. How did this reading resonate with you? Has something come up where you reflected on and say, wow, now I can put the pieces together. Thank you, Urban Forest. All right, suggest my channel to others. and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.